Welcome to Idaho-today, everyone. I'm Melissa Paul. We're starting with the Boise Farmers Market. They just opened this Saturday to the 13th season, a record number of vendors for the month of April, and all thanks to a grant from the USDA. They actually have a new video series, which we're going to learn a lot about. But here to tell us what's fresh for this season, we have Amber and Davis. Great to have both of you.
Thank you.
Davis can talk about what's fresh. He's got the good stuff.
Yes, he certainly does. Okay, let's just dive right into that, Davis. So as people come out to the farmers market, what can they expect right now?
Right now, a lot of the farmers have leafy greens like salad mix. We've got spinach, some green garlic, green onions. You know, it's a little bit lighter stuff right now. As the spring rolls on, we'll start getting the roots and radishes, turnips, and it just goes on from there. This is the exciting time to get fresh vegetables again.
It is, right? After all the kind of lull of the winter, now we can finally start eating our greens, not out of the freezer or out of the can, right?
But don't worry, there's plenty of good carbs and stuff. We got
that
great
too.
Bakeries. We got some, like sweet alibi. We got some good stuff there too. Good protein.
And back to the ag here really quick too, Davis. You had mentioned, you have the fresh. This is spinach, correct?
Yep.
Delicious bags of fresh spinach here. Right now, you brought in some dried flowers. Those are still available, but you'll start doing fresh flowers soon too for people to look forward to, right?
Yes, here in the next few weeks, the flowers will start coming on, the fresh flowers. These are just the dried ones that we took from last year to try to get some color these first few markets, just to have, something to look forward to as the flowers come on.
I like it that we're planting the seed for all the fresh things to come, right? Yeah. Pun intended, and quite literally though too. So we're beginning with the greens, and then as the season goes on, there's just more and more to enjoy. But in addition to all the fresh things, you had mentioned carbs. So we're talking bakers. The farmers market has like everything, really.
A little bit of something for everything. We actually had 83 vendors on Saturday, which again, that's a record. We had 7,300 people, so keep coming because that supports our farmers and ranchers, which is why we're here. And a good way to kind of test the market, we have a drive-through, so people can order starting today, so Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Okay. And as you mentioned, we've got this video series, and it kind of talks about through this grant everything that is the compelling reasons why we should shop a farmers market. Okay. And so one of those is the drive-through, the innovation that we have to say there's different access points, so people can't navigate the market physically, or just there's a lot going on, 7,300 people, and you just want to do the drive-through. Great way to do that.
Yeah, I like that. And I mean, we've kind of already hit on this a little bit, but we kind of have to say this or ask this: why a farmers market over going to a conventional store?
Yeah, I would say you get to talk to somebody who makes your food.
Exactly.
That's the big part of the community.
Yes.
You end up talking to the people who make or create what you're buying. So you're talking to the creator, the maker of the product, and as you go and you become a regular customer, you're running into your friends there. Yeah. You're all talking about, what you're making, where to get those ingredients, the meat, eggs, the milk. It's a grocery store. Yeah. And it becomes a little pop-up grocery store every Saturday.
Well, it's a grocery store, like you mentioned, with the community and people, but also in addition to that, though, it is truly that touch point for farm to fork. As a parent, I love bringing my kids to the farmers market because it gives them a reality of where their food comes from and who's producing it. People like Davis, right? Like, this is a job. People are dedicated to this. They provide this to you every day of their life. So, because without you, we would have no food, Davis. Without farmers, there would be no food.
Well, and that bag is going to last much longer because it's not traveling as far. So these are local farmers. It stays within the local economy. Yep. And when you go to a grocery store, less than 17 cents on the dollar goes to the farmer. You come to the farmers market, you give them their dollar. That's their dollar. Yeah. So that's those are a lot of compelling reasons.
And I mean, if anyone's thinking green, Earth Day is coming up. It's April, right? Yeah. The carbon footprint is way less when you're buying direct. So there's just so many amazing things. Plus, some farmers, you guys grow really custom things that you really can't find anywhere else. All right, you had mentioned the video series, though. What is it called?
So it's a More Than a Market is the entire video series, and again, we'll touch on different topics like sustainability, these organic farmers, things like that. Again, the first one's about the drive-through and just really navigating that innovation that farmers markets do, and it's going to go through again all those reasons why it's so important to stay local, why it's, and not just our farmers market, wherever you're at, making sure you're finding that as well. We're also really excited, I have to say and brag, we're trying to become a 100% green market. So last year we did a pilot program with our compost, on site, saved 20% from going to the landfill. So we hope every year that increases, and great folks like Davis, they have the compostable bags and stuff, but also we've got great merch where people can buy totes at the market, and some of the farmers have their own as well. So again, it's community, and that's what, this video series and everything we do is just about bringing people together around food and health.
Food and health and community, love it. And I imagine too the video series is a great place to go to get some tips and tricks on how to best navigate the farmers market. You'd mentioned over 80 vendors this month for April, which is super exciting. Where can people go so they can learn more, they can watch those videos, and they can make their plans to come visit Davis and all the other farmers at the market?
Well, definitely our website, theboisefarmersmarket.com, and then I believe you're going to put up that YouTube link that we have as well, so people can go through this series with us. We're going to release at least one a month for the next 10 months. So they'll be up there ready to go. And bring your totes, bring your bags, bring a smile, because it's going to be nice this weekend. So.
Get there at 9 o'clock.
Get there at 9 o'clock. That's right. You want to get all the goods before they all go away. You guys, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check out the Boise Farmers Market every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
9 to 1. More Idaho Today coming up right after the break.